Hello boys and girls. If you've been having trouble with the Create a Graph website, I'm going to show you how to use a different website to create digital graphs. This website is called Online Charts, and I'm going to be showing you how to make the double bar graphs that we've been doing in class. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pick which kind of graph we're making. We're not getting into all these other fancy versions. We're just going to click bar graph. Okay. So when we get in here, it keeps giving you those choices in case you've changed your mind, but you can scroll down. Here, it doesn't give you pictures of what's going on, but vertical means the bars are pointing up. Horizontal means that the bars are pointing sideways, and this is the shape of the bar. So you can leave this all the same. If you want to get fancy, you can change the background color, the grid colors, all that kind of stuff. But we're just going to leave this the way that it is and click Next. Okay, so now here is where you're going to put your data, and you can see I was playing with this website, so let me just clear it up. And we're going to be graphing this data. This is the data that we've used in our small group lesson. So we're going to be creating a bar graph, a double bar graph to show boys versus girls in terms of their favorite food. So here on the website, we're going to create a graph title. So we're going to put in favorite food. Okay, the x-axis, that's the axis on the bottom, is going to be the types of food. And the y-axis, which is the one that's going vertically, is going to be the number of students. Okay. These are how we can change the backgrounds, the titles, the size of the font, all that kind of stuff. You don't need to change any of that. You can leave it alone. And this is in case you're pulling that information from a specific source. We're going to leave that blank. Okay. Here is going to tell them how many things you're comparing. Okay. So this is a drop-down menu. So you could compare one thing, you could compare 10 things. But if we look at our data, we can see that there's 4 things we're comparing. We're comparing 4 different types of food. We're comparing pizza, roti, lasagna, and burgers. So from my drop-down menu for the number of items, I'm going to click 4. And the number of groups, I'm going to pick 2 because we have boys versus girls. Okay, so I'm going to clear the data that I used from last time. Oh, I really mucked it up. Give me a second. I'll reset it. Okay, so I'm going to just go back and pick 4 items. I should have reset this before I did this video. My apologies, boys and girls. So here we're going to put down the different types of food. So if we look back here, our food is pizza, roti, lasagna, and burgers. So down this side, I'm going to put in pizza, roti, lasagna, and burgers. Okay, and we're going to be comparing boys and girls. Okay, here's the colors of those. If you don't like them, or if you want to change them, you can click and change it to whatever you want. So, whatever. Blue and yellow. It's kind of a fun color combination. So I'm going to pick those colors. So my boys' bars are going to be blue. My girls' bars are going to be yellow. And now I'm going to put in our numbers. So I'm going to go back to our chart. And for pizza, boys liked it 11 times, girls liked it 6 times. Or voted, I should say. 11 for boys, 6 for girls. Over here for roti, 2 for boys, 25 for girls. 2, 25. Lasagna, 2 and 2. It was a tie for popularity between the genders. Okay, and burgers, 1 and 2. Burgers were not a big fan with these groups of kids. Okay, and so what we've done on this page is we've just collected our data. So we've told the graph what title to give it. We've told it what the bottom is talking about, what the side is talking about. We've put our 4 items in. We said that we're comparing boys versus girls, and we've put in our values. Okay, we don't need to do anything here, so now we're going to click Next. Okay, here is all fancy stuff that you can change. Here I'm going to click No. That means that it would show the numbers at the top of the bars. We don't want that. But the rest of it, we can leave it blank. Here, if you want to change the font, I mean, you can get kind of funky and switch it up a little bit. Just make sure whatever you're choosing is readable. There's a color and how big it is. If you want, you could just leave it basic. And if you click Next, there is my graph. Okay, so there's my title, favorite food. This is my legend, telling me that the blue bar is for boys, the yellow bar is for girls. This tells me my number of students, and this tells me the different types of food. Okay, and so now all that's left is you have to get this graphed so that you can share it with me. Okay, so the next, you can either click next or you can click save and share. I'm just going to click next. Okay. Don't worry about high resolution. What I would suggest that you boys and girls do is you click download chart as a JPEG. That means it's downloaded as a picture, and that's the picture that you can give to me. So you're going to click download as a JPEG. Should start a download. You guys and girls can see it right there. It says my image. And if I click on it, let's see if it'll open for me. There's my graph. And that's that image that I'm going to upload to Google Classroom for my assignment this week as proof that I've completed the assignment. Hope this helps. Please feel free to watch this video over again if you need to help you figure out how to make a digital double bar graph.